Hi, today I am going to teach you how to solve a 5 by 5. Warning, my little brother might start coming in and I might start talking Chinese. Just a warning. Now, this 5 by 5 is Qi and they don't make the best, and this is the only 5 by 5. So, this is the one I used in my disassemble and reassemble it video with the 3 by 3. I recommend watching this video to solve it first because no cheating allowed in cubing, and I'm scrambling the 5 by 5 to be convenient and not let you wait for a long time. So it's similar to the 4 by 4, but there is a reason that I'm teaching this one first. It's because that 5 by 5 is more important and easier than the 4 by 4. Once you understand this, you're gonna have a lot of fun with 4 by 4. So this is the centerpiece. Actually, it stays in place like the 3 by 3. Oh, here's a center edge. You want to put that with the centerpiece. If it's right here and you can go right up, do that move. Now, if it's on the bottom, I know I do have one here. Don't call me stupid in the comments. And sub if you want. I don't really care. You can turn the side and then you can put it in. I'll show you. Turn it like this and put it in. Make sure there is nothing but this line in the top layer. Now you want to make the rest of the center. If you have a bar of 2, that's good. Find another center corner or center edge and join them together. Okay, but you might need to switch the places around and stuff. Here is that, and here's the center corner. So if you want to do this, but you can't, you will break it. You can turn it so it lines up. Oh my gosh. You can turn it so it lines up and line it. Put it in and you can just line it up and put it in again. There will be edge parity, but there's no all-out or PLL parity. That's another main reason I'm not going to be teaching the 4 by 4 until later. Make sure you don't break any part of the white center you've already made. Make sure there are no other pieces but this. Somehow I have a blue bar right there that I might put in there. Okay, so find the pieces, line it up. Find the pieces and line it up. Whoops. 5 by 5 does take a lot longer, just as a warning. And I really want to switch cameras, but I can't, so when you're putting in the last bar of 3, you can just put it in normally. Might look like magic to you. Yeah, right. Same thing with the yellow center, but you want to put this in, but that breaks the white. So move that edge out of the way and then put the white back in. You also want to make sure there are no other pieces like this. Okay. You can just line them up. The outer layers are okay. Don't turn the inner layers until you're so this bar is gonna go in. The white is disturbed. Do a U2 and go down. You need to know how to solve a 3 by 3 to solve a 5 by 5, or this video will be exhaustingly long and really hard to understand. Of course, the 3x3 video was like the first ever cubing video. Oh, and I did have a really stupid intro. Okay, putting in the last one will require breaking the yellow, like putting it in that one spot. Do a U2 and like that. U2 is just top layer twice, and I like to do it index, right, and index and middle. It does go really well for speed solving. Now you want to turn your cube this way. If you're familiar with the 4x4 using Yale method, JPrim probably taught you. I already have his link in the 3x3 video. Right now, your main goal is to not disturb any the centers, and put them all back. Put them all in. The best way is super cool. So you can do this like middle turn, but not this. So you wanna like turn this before you turn like anything else. For example, if I wanted to remove this piece, for example, but that would destroy the blue, so I have to do an F2, front 2. I do it like this, and then I can move it around. Or you can do like any 2 move as long as it's, the right one. And you keep working your way up. You take pieces out with like an R wide something something move. So the second one I'll actually teach you. You kind of want to connect it, move it out of the way, restore the blue, and keep doing that. But I think I can make an efficient one right here. And I'm doing this as fast as I possibly can. Okay, same type of put it in with wide moves. Now, here's a pattern that you have to remember. So for green, okay, it's this one. So you move the pieces you're in their own spot down into their spot, move it into a new layer, pull that down, original spot, go back up, new one, go back up, and it will be finished, and I'll show you one more time from my angle. I'm gonna take this one down, this green one, down, turn it into a new layer, bring that down, go back, slice up, go old one, and bring it back up. You want it actually in this spot if you're going for here, because they're both the top corner and they have to be in the same orientation. If they're different, just focus on the 2 pieces you want to swap, or put in that place. Move it down, new layer, move it down, back to the old one, move it up, new one, back up. Centers are done, edges. The frustrating part of 5x5. The cases you get may not be the same as these cases I'm getting. Ooh. You can either go by 2 bars of 2. Perhaps I need to flip this even before I put it in. The flipping algorithm is R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. Now, I do sound weird saying that, but I'll do it again. Okay, R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. That will flip an edge, whether it's an outer edge or a middle edge. Doesn't really matter as long as you can make all the white edges first. Or if you're comfortable with 4x4, you can just pair 2 up at a time, which sometimes I prefer, but usually do my own way. And in the description, I'll put a link to Brody the Cuber. And thank you to Brody the Cuber for helping me with some things. Like knowing what level I am as a cuber. I mean, I do know some things, but I don't know some other things. And if you get like a flipped edge, parity algorithm, R wide, U2, X, whatever is at the bottom is now the front, R, U2, every move is a wide except the R3 wide prime, R, U2, R3 wide prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, U2, wait, no, it's L, U2, R prime, U2, R, U2, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime. I'll do it again on this one. R wide U2, X, whatever's at the bottom faces you. R wide U2, R wide U2, R3 wide prime U2, L U2, R prime U2, R U2, R prime U2, R prime. When I stop saying the wide, it's still a wide move. Wide moves are just this. 3 wide is this, 4 wide is this, but we usually do L moves just to make it fast. And flipping algorithm, when you need to flip something, just keep pairing up all your edges. The key to this is to not really give up. Of course, the first time I ever solved this 5x5 was like trying it by myself, just to see, will 4x4 skills actually work, or do I have to develop like newer skills for a newer puzzle? It seems that some skills will keep going in, and some will just stop. You might want to pair some edges first. I prefer to do white edge first because who doesn't like white? Oh my gosh. Okay. Parity. Parity is when you have like an edge flipped. In 4x4 there's OLL parity and 2 PLL parities, which are both very boring. I'm gonna put the cube down and tell me which edge I should like do next. On this layer, the top layer. Well, I go to the restroom. Actually, yeah. Okay, did you find which edge? Leave it in the comments. I'll give you a good look at the cube. You might want to play it slower at this point because you want to really know which edge is the best. Okay, I do know which edge. The red-green edge. But just please put your guess in the comments. I would really love this channel to be actually in the search. My friend, when like he went to this channel, I had to give him a link to it. Okay. And I really need to find a good one. Okay, whatever, I'll risk it. So if I flip this, I can put this piece there, I think. Flip it. You just have to figure out your own way of doing this. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is hard. So I've been in this situation where I can't even find the right way to solve something. It just gets super annoying. Like, me trying to solve something, sometimes it's just really hard. Okay. And then I'll flip this. But what if I do... So you can't really see me doing what I am doing right now because I'm like totally confused. Okay. Will that work? I'll flip this. As long as I get the case I actually know, I'll be fine. Okay, I do have to start pairing twos. Using the back one, I can quickly switch this. Ooh, I know this case. I can like flip this and do that. And get parity. I'm not fast at parity because the algorithm is exhaustingly long and just really hard. 3x3 stage is you solve it like a 3x3. I'm just gonna really quickly solve it. And, ooh, wait, what's this? I have edge parity again. Okay, I fixed it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is a good F2L case. But it's hard to do. Brody, you're probably like, why are you cube rotating so much and doing weird things when you can do something like super efficient? Because I'm more used to my own way of edge pairing. You know, pairing up F2L pairs. Yeah, this is getting weird. Okay. Again, the special case. My cube is loose right now, so I'm getting a lot of lockups that I shouldn't be getting from the original out-of-the-box version. I use 2Look OLL, and I also use 2Look full PLL. I sometimes use 2Look for the NB perm and the G perms. But despite the chances of me getting a G perm I don't really worry about it because I hardly ever get one. I usually get V-perms, which are pretty good algorithms, but I'll show you the algorithm. Like, it's kind of annoying to do. R prime, U prime, R prime. Sorry. Let's try that again. R prime, U, R prime, U prime, Y, R prime, F prime, R2, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, F, R, F. See, that's what I mean. Like, here's me doing it as fast as possible, and here's in the back. The green is back for me on the 5x5. I can do it way faster on the 3x3, but this is just the best I can do. If you're wondering what happened to me, okay, just saying my videos aren't the best videos out here. JPerm does explain really good on 3x3. He also did a 5x5, I think. He also did 2x2 and 4x4, you know, the basics. And also, it's like, and Brody the Cuber, mere cool, but you're like, okay, so there are these videos floating around about how to be sub 5. Oh yeah. And like, that's like the first, when you click on his channel, that video is playing. And if you desperately try to like twist a corner on a 5x5, it's insolvable right now that way, so it's hard. Just saying, jprim.net has a lot of awesome algorithm trainers and stuff. Check it out. Even though it doesn't have 5x5, it has 4x4. And JPerm did make this thing. I'll put that link also in the description. Brody the Cuber will be in there, along with Singman. I never mentioned him before in this channel, but he's kind of awesome. One time his daughter hijacked a video where she reviewed a bunch of cubes while he was making 3x3 force cubes, which was nice. Solving the 5x5 is not hard. It's more like the hardest puzzle in the world in my ebook is Eximinx. I don't know where to get that, but probably Speedcube Shop. And there's also a 19x19, which is the biggest n by n. N by n is just something, the same number by itself 3 times. That's all I have to say for this video. And this is me signing